You guys, I did it. I decluttered every single day for a full 31 days. This is what I learned. I did a kind of self-imposed decluttering minimalism challenge. I decided to do it for the 31 days leading up to Christmas because, as we all know, with Christmas usually comes a lot more items into our homes, whether it's gifts, it might be decorations, it might be treats, just a lot of things coming into our homes, as well as in about 2 weeks here, we're due with our second child, so we've been pulling a lot of baby items out of storage, just more and more things coming into our home, which may be necessary, but I wanted to give myself a specific way to be also removing unnecessary items. So originally I thought I'm gonna do 2 items a day for 31 days, 62 items, no big deal, I can do this. And then when it came time, I chickened out a little bit. I decided I would only require myself to do 1 item per day for those 31 days leading up to Christmas, and I shared every day what I was decluttering on Instagram with you guys to keep myself accountable, hopefully inspire you guys to maybe declutter. I need not have feared because some days I did just find 1 item and that was great, I was still doing it. But some days I found a lot more. So I wrote down everything that I decluttered, and after 31 days I had decluttered 174 items from our home that we were no longer using, and it felt so good. So good. I just want to declutter every day now. So here are my 5 big takeaways, what I learned after exercising my minimalism muscle every single day for 31 days. Number 1 is that I was kind of shocked how many items are always entering our home. Like I mentioned, I knew there'd be new things coming in because of Christmas, because we're pulling baby items out of storage, but I started to realize as I was trying to remove items that every day we were buying new things and bringing them in, and it was a battle to kind of counteract that. So it made me realize that I wanted to be super intentional with anything that was coming in, either had a home, had a reason for coming in, or was going to be temporary and then I would deal with it, so that we didn't just keep adding to a hoard or to a closet, but that the work we were doing throughout this month would actually be enjoyable at the end. Because with every new item that comes into your home, you are now responsible, you're managing that stuff. So it was kind of eye-opening to see how many items are always entering your home. Maybe you'll start noticing that in the next few days. It's kind of fun, it's kind of crazy. So number 2, I gained what I can only describe as simplifying eyes. Like, someone come up with a catchier term for me. But I started looking around our home with a totally fresh perspective. Instead of thinking of things to buy or things to add, I was thinking, oh, there's something else that we don't use. Oh, there's something that's been sitting in the cupboard for 2 years without me touching it. I want to remove it. I want space. And my whole perspective as I looked around our home just changed to, what can I simplify? What can I remove? Is this my 1 item for today that I can easily grab and either give to someone who could use it, or donate it, or sell it, maybe throw it away if we had some random broken, useless things around, which we totally did. But I promise if you start decluttering daily, you will gain simplifying eyes, and it's fun. It's a unique experience to start looking at your belongings and asking yourself, is this adding value? Or could I simplify this and actually my life would be a lot better without it? The third thing is that we still have a lot more stuff than I thought we had. Like, even before starting this 31-day challenge, I had just decluttered my wardrobe. It's something we've been doing pretty consistently, not daily, but pretty consistently for a while here. But as I was doing this challenge, I realized we are definitely still in the first layer or two of the minimalism onion journey, and I think that's okay. There's not a certain place you have to arrive at. There's not a certain definition for each person, but I know that we still have more stuff than we need, more stuff than we want to deal with, and the fact that I could easily find things to get rid of every single day, it didn't even have to search, made me realize we definitely, like I said, we're still in that first layer, but we're excited. We can see the possibilities. We can see some of the changes already, so we're going to keep going. And that leads me straight into number 4, which is that the more simplicity I experienced, the more simplicity I craved. So it was kind of like every single day was motivation to declutter more the next day, because it felt so good if I cleared out a shelf in one of our kitchen cupboards that had been an annoyance to use lately. And then the next time I used it, it was like, oh, I only have the things here I use, and it was nice when I was cooking, or maybe the same thing happened in a drawer or a closet. It motivated me to do even more the next day, which is why some days I found 41 items instead of 1 item. I think that if you experience something that's easy to use, it's visually calming, you don't want to go back. You want more of it. You want more of that space and that openness. It's not like assaulting your senses of clutter and mess and things that you feel like you need to deal with. If you sit down, you can look around and feel at peace. So that feeling of motivation, of craving more, that's what excites me to get deeper and deeper into this process. That's why we're on this journey, but it definitely motivated me to just do it even faster so that we can experience more of those benefits sooner. Number 5, my last big takeaway is that there is truly no perfect time to start minimizing or decluttering. If that's something that's holding you back, I just toss that excuse right out the window, because it's been a really busy month for us. I mean, my husband works at a church, so Christmas is a really important time. I've been getting everything ready for the birth of our baby, so it's been crazy for me, let alone being extra tired from being 9 months pregnant. But I found that it really wasn't a burden to be decluttering. In fact, it actually was kind of relieving to have less stuff. The only real extra work I encountered was that I might have an extra bag of things to drop off at a Goodwill when I was out running errands, but honestly took an extra 5 minutes. My encouragement to you would be, if you're in a crazy season of life and you're thinking, I couldn't possibly start dealing with all this stuff now because too much is going on, don't wait for the perfect time. Like, this actually might be the perfect time so you can simplify, so you can experience more peace, so you can just experience more ease in dealing with your possessions, have less to take care of. It's definitely motivating me to continue even after our baby is born here. We'll have 2 kids. We'll probably be very sleep deprived, but I want more of the simplicity. It felt so good. So honestly, I encourage you to start now. I'm going to make a video soon of some super simple ways that you can get started if you're feeling overwhelmed by decluttering or the concept of minimalism. So if you have any thoughts on that or any questions, definitely drop them below so I can answer them in those upcoming videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, for following along on Instagram, for telling me about your decluttering. That's such an encouragement to me. And I hope this will inspire you to go right now, find one thing you don't need, move it on, and give yourself a little bit more simplicity today. You guys are awesome. Bye.